Okay, hey there everybody. Let's see if I can get this working. Looks like it's okay. Alright. Yep, that looks like it's working. Okay, so... Oh, new pinned chat. Okay, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. I'll read it later. Okay, so... Today, we're going to probably be finishing off our playthrough of Stellaris. And that means that after this, we're going to be going ahead and starting off another game. And I'm thinking Factorio. I played a little bit of it just to get reacquainted with it. I actually had to rebuy it, which is interesting. But yeah, it's a game that I played before. Never actually bothered finishing, but it seems like a bit has changed. Not a ton, actually. So it seems like it's familiar enough that I can still get by. But that's probably what we're gonna be playing after this. I'm not sure if we're gonna be playing it till it's finished, but yeah, should be fine. Anyhow, we're mostly on the waiting list at this point in time. There's only 13 more years before the game ends. And yeah, we've got a lot of bloody ring world sections and the like. We got upgrades that we have to put in. The reason that this is happening so quickly, I think, is that people are flooding in from other colonies. So that's sort of what's happening with our ring worlds. Why they're filling up so fast. Alright, just gonna go ahead and upgrade these a little bit here. The reason we're gonna make sure that these are upgraded a bit is because when they're upgraded, they're going to earn us a little bit more score from their economic boosts to us. And that'll be a good thing, potentially. Now, all our rings are sort of around, I believe, here. I just have to figure out if I've got something that can cause the trade to get out of here. It looks like there should be. Just because it looks like there should be doesn't mean there is, but... Alright. So cancel election, we're going to be the only people elected into the Galactic Council again, because there's only one member of the Galactic Council. I can veto stuff, because of course I can. Repealing this is probably something I'm against. Another ring world done. Good. Let's go ahead and send out some colonists here. It's weird that you can't start the colony, like, you'd think that you could build a ring world such that the rings were already, I don't know, habitable and done and everything like that, I don't know. Had all the buildings integrated when, like, into the superstructure or something like that, it just seems odd. Anyway. Might as well just do this the quick way here as well. I'm just going to go double commercial. Or all the way commercial. Alright, so our Federation is still like the top. Let's see here. Galactic Council election is in. We are the leader of the Galactic Council. Perfect. Okay. And there are tons of places where I could be adding in more jobs, but it's not super necessary. Again, we're on a thing where they are giving us some science and some influence, unity rather, so it doesn't matter too much that they're not doing much. Alright, so do I want to build more ring worlds? Probably not, because I'm lazy and it shouldn't matter anymore, but at the same time I probably will. I think Lacnium up here would be a decent spot for one. Still just want to double check here. Looks like this trade is connected. Good. That trade looks like it's also connected. And both those places are going to be giving me an absolute crap ton of trade value eventually, so not that really matters since we'll probably be done the game before then. Every little bit, though, does matter. See, what is that? Every 20 years there's a galactic, whatever? Ooh, why is our minus 40% from Makami? This one should increase weight from economy. What was reducing it? I think this one, no. Let's look for resolutions here. What is the one that is causing that? Is it ecological protection? Yeah, if we got rid of... If we repealed natural sanctuaries, that would help here. Forget how to repeal these. Usually I don't bother, but... You know, with the galactic commerce and everything like that, it's probably fine. Balance in the middle, I can probably get this soon. Yeah, it's already on the council. What? Oh, is that on the Senate floor right now? Right. I thought we'd finish this, or whatever we had been on. Maybe it did. I don't remember where the autosaves kick in on this difficulty. Alright. And unless something dramatic happens, like these guys switch ships, we should be getting balance in the middle, so... Yep.
Together we will build a brighter future.
Alright, now there's only one left in that tree, so we'll hopefully get that done. I'm not sure if we have enough time, so we'll have to find out there. Okay. This shroud has not been super useful for me this playthrough, but it rarely is that good. I mean, it was kind of okay. Like, the fact that we got an early big ship does help in that early game in this difficulty, but it scales so poorly. I wish they would do a rework the way the
Discourse seeding in progress.
Redo the way that works, essentially. And make it so that instead of having it so that can't really think straight right now. I can't even remember what I was thinking of. I'm very tired today. Oh well. That's gonna go well when I'm playing Factorium. But, huh. Yeah, nope, completely lost. It's fine. It's just, you know, brain hemorrhaging or something like that. Who knows? Alright, we're over our fleet cap by like thousands, so that's subpar. Like, the thing is, I do kind of want to increase my fleet capacity so that I can get some more ships, but even if I increase my fleet capacity, I'm obviously like well above my fleet capacity at this point in time. Alright. I'll remember what the hell I was thinking about later, maybe. Okay. Part of me wants to just do a blitz and go through like the remainder of the places out there, just take them over completely, but at the same time it's not really necessary and it's not really in keeping with what we're after here. Actually, one of the things that's kind of weird is that there aren't very many ways to like push people or influence their style of government. Like, the only way you can really, for example, put pressure on and turn these guys over to our sort of alignment or our ethic is if we go to war with them over it. And I'm not even sure how we do that right now. Like, I can hit declare war here, but I think we'd have to vassalize them, at which point they would turn into a different one, or we'd have to have, like, liberation wars, because we'd have to be pacifist. War philosophy, yeah, so if we had the Liberation Wars active instead of the Unrestricted Wars, that would be how that would work. And those are okay. Like, it's fine having that stance at active or whatever, but you're not gonna necessarily be able to flip them unless you declare war on them, which is still kind of the thing
Planetary
I would like
established.
to have, you know, operate otherwise. I think that is our ring worlds. If I get all the bloody way up to those. Alright, let's get more bureaucracy, I guess. Oh boy. Can I actually get the higher tier buildings here yet? I don't think I can. Yeah, not yet. Still stuck with commercial zones for now, which is fine. Wait, what were those planets that I just habited then? Could have sworn that I only sent colony ships out to ring worlds. Alright, fine. These ones are actually full. Fantastic. Some of these at least I can get some more jobs in. I think that should be enough to get all of those, but I'll have to do even more if I want to get rid of the 16 extra. It's fine. This planet, in terms of like careers, is just screwed though. So I could redo this one. I don't need communal housing here. Let's replace this. Ring world construction. It's amazing how fast you can get these done when you've got all the bonuses I've got up here. Okay. Oh wow, another one already. Let's just check our population thing here. Let's see here, growth. Yeah, +9 per month in total here, and a lot of that coming in from people coming in elsewhere. 91% stability and everything. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright. Keep that up here. As long as we got spare stuff going on, like the people come in faster, so... Why is this down to 68% stability? Must be happiness related. These people probably have different, Oh, actually. Alright. And we got plenty of food. Okay, I was wondering where those new ones were. This is rolling in real fast. Okay. Alright, so when can we get the last one here? Not for quite a while. This one's going to be real hard to pass through. Minus 10,000 resource storage. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Guess I could also just go around denouncing people. Oh, this is where we would have to do this. Oh, this is why I can't, because the next tier is, no? How come I can't get rid of this? Interesting. Well, I guess that's just gonna have to be as it is. Population boosted me up a little bit there. Not a ton, but a nice amount. What was that sound? Alright, interesting. We almost hit back at positive, almost. It's gonna take a long time before we lose the next thing. I'm surprised we lost a level at all, but I don't happen to have any extra envoys, do I? Nope. Alright. Okay, well, I guess I can just wait a little bit here. Population is still really decent, but trying to find ways to make it go up faster. Got actually a pretty diverse roster of things down here. Surprisingly large number of regular humans. Wonder why we got so many of the Jessica. Wow, that's a lot of robots. Okay, well. Interesting to look at the demographics every once in a while. This is the disadvantage of playing like xenophobic styles, is that like your population will never grow anywhere near as fast as someone who's not playing xenophobic. And this is why playing Xenophile is actually really useful. You get like huge population swells, which is really, really important. What planet is this? Don't remember this one very well. Alright. Oh, what happened down here? Did our population crash or something? Kind of looks like our population might have crashed. Yeah, we only have 57 and we need more people before these tiles unlock again, so our population must have gone down some reason. Another governor died. Damn it. This is kind of an important planet. Might as well look for another governor here. I don't know, sure. We'll do that again. It's another 150 influence, which I probably don't want to spend that, but it's going to be a while before I can propose the thing I want to propose. If I did knock out one or two of these guys from the roster of the Galactic Community, that would actually help me a little bit here. A bunch of people are in breach of galactic law here. How come these guys are in breach of balance in the middle, though? Like, it would be nice if this sort of pressured these people into forming different types of governments, but that's not how it works. I don't think that would be realistic anyway. Okay. That's fine. Alright, this has got a trade issue. Where's this? That shouldn't have a trade issue, because it should be able to use the gateway. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. This one I'm less surprised about. Don't I have a trade route through here, though? Yeah, so the trade value that this one's collecting, unfortunately, is not getting properly picked up by Plov because of reasons. Maybe if I downgraded it, but let's not do that.
Our research
Seems like
has
it's still getting
progressed.
scooped up, so... This one has even less of an excuse. Alright. Let's keep upgrading. The trade system in this game never felt like it was that intuitive. Okay, in terms of like trade range, this guy's kind of screwed, I think. Do that maybe. Oh yeah, that's gonna be some pirates. Ooh, that's some high max piracy. Alright, well, we could try and do something to drop that, but I'm kind of lazy. And actually, this should be enough to block that. Another gateway. Okay, how come this isn't blocking that? Because the max piracy values
Scientific progress
with that kind of
attained.
station are still pretty high. Interesting. Okay, well... Get that kinetic upgraded there. Even with all these upgraded and with more anchorages put down, I'm still not going to be anywhere near like able to fill in that naval capacity. I don't think. Well, Ruthenian shuttle. Heavily damaged shuttle was recovered, revealing that the crew had perished shortly after they entered Voon. Its cargo hold was filled to the brim with stolen energy credit chips. Alright, well, we're actually at cap energy, so it's not like we get anything from that, but who cares. Alright, building a bear tomorrow. Yeah, so this is just gonna get us a decent amount of extra diplomatic weight from our economy, and our economy is really strong, so... Alright. Really wish I could figure out how to go down to the recycling initiatives, but... Yep. No idea. I guess one of the ways to pressure people is to make it so that they have to use a specific ethic to get things like greater good balanced in the middle. Then we can throw in something like stronger sanctions. Because what's this actually do here? Minus 20% admin capacity, plus 50% diplomatic influence cost. And then you could do major administrative sanctions, which would be minus 30% to your admin cap, and then diplomatic influence cost. These are not really that harsh of penalties, honestly, but might be what we have to do, I guess. I don't know.
Planetary worksite established.
That was down here, I think. I think that was section D. This place is gonna probably... Look at all this trade value. Already. Can probably go down here and try and check what our total trade collected is. 15,000. Not bad. What are we doing with it? Pretty much nothing. Basically nothing. I guess keeping enough, Are we doing this from trade, I think? I don't even remember. No, actually all of it's going into our energy. I guess we would actually be in the negatives in energy if I didn't have 100% of it going into there. That's kind of crazy to think about. Alright. I'm not even sure if it's actually worth trying to push this through, honestly. It'd be really hard to get this done. Remove council denouncement power? Why would I want to remove council denouncement power? That sounds crazy. Okay, I'm just going to support this one, so that pushes itself above the remove council denouncement power. Actually, no, I don't want to do that just yet. Actually, no, I can just support this as well. Because repealing advanced Xeno studies is something I want to do. Minor administrative sanctions. I think by the time we get there, I'll have been able to do another one of these. I could also work on the Galactic Market one, I guess. Oh, this is where we would get into it. Market fee. Nope. Market fees would not really cripple anybody that badly if they violated the things that we're trying to push here. Alright, that's nice. Okay. Whatever. What about a major one? Plus 30% to the market fee, diplomatic weight from... We could, like, just cripple anybody that's not willing to play along with the greater good.
Construction finalized. Construction finalized.
Oh, it looks like there's more people who are less...
finalized.
Like these people, for example, are no longer in breach of that law there.
Finalized.
How are you guys in breach of Military Readiness Act? Like, that one's practically a given.
Complete.
Alright.
Construction finalized.
Jeez, this is so annoying.
Construction complete.
I think it also shifts these things in my, like, the position of my queue, which is the more annoying part.
Finalized. Construction complete.
Yeah.
Construction complete.
Oh, God, kill me. Alright. Yeah, it moves all of them. God damn it. Actually, I want to check to see if that changed my military power at all. So I think star-based strength should apply to that. Oh yeah, that actually boosted it a lot. A lot more than I thought it would. Alright, interesting. Alright, let's get these stupid anchorages upgraded. If I can get myself under fleet cap, I'm going to build more ships. Settle into this part of the late game, I guess, and you end up in a sort of state of relative peace. How come I can't do the black site? Is this not over a planet? Huh, oops. Well, that was the wrong place to build anything. Alright. I probably actually already had one there and I just wasn't paying attention. It looks like I already built black sites. Hunting all these down is going to be a real pain, isn't it? Okay. Oh, here's another one. Interesting. Alright, deep space black sites. I also love how it says that these things need stuff when it's not the stuff I want to be building. Alright. Let's get down here. That's good. I didn't have a black site. Alright, well. Alright. Even with all of these anchorages, I'm probably only gonna still be in the negatives here as far as, like, that goes. I know the fact that I was missing that many naval logistics offices, though, that does help. Alright, I think that was... I think I found most of them. Get this all done first here. Alright, this place. It had apparently nothing. Can't do logistics until that's done, that's fine. Let's
Together
get
we will
that
build
built.
a brighter future.
This built. This built. Part of the reason I'm building these is because we can build them so quickly after the contingency core sort of thing there. Plus 300% build speed is kind of a huge deal as far as getting those done quickly goes. It wouldn't be worth it at all trying to get them if I didn't build them that quickly. It'd be much better to focus on getting more Ecumenopolises, probably. Oh, jeez. Okay, time to get some other work done here. Psycorp. Okay, how are we doing on synthetic crystals here? Yeah, rare crystals is pretty bad. I'm going to start spreading these out a little bit better than I have been. So I kind of had them all focused on the same place as last time. Synthetic crystal plant, Psycorp, and stock exchange. Holy crap. Yeah, base production of that. Oh, wow. How did this happen? Alright. Like, they base produce 2, and then you can increase it, so... we'll have probably plenty. I don't know, something like that seems fine. Oh, no. Alright, well, that gets us somewhere. Okay, and then... I'm not building robot assemblies anymore. That's probably technically a mistake. Oh well. Alright. Well, that should be enough of that. This place still needs way more jobs. I don't know. It's probably fine. Just get rid of this, I guess. Again, I don't know why I built those. Okay, so... yeah, building better tomorrow, should be no way that can get blocked. The main reason people are complaining is that habitability hits. But there are techs that people should be using to fix that, so I don't know what's going on there. Sanction modifiers on these guys are mostly technology based. I guess, is that... yeah, the minor research sanctions. I wonder if there's military sanctions. What would they be? Reduced naval capacity, reduced diplomatic weight from those things. I guess if you stack those up, you could really force people to change what they're doing. I'm not sure if it'd be enough.
Construction finalized.
Ah, jeez. It's gonna be going on about that for a while now. Of any alert that I wish I could just turn off, and I can just turn it off actually, but should just turn off. It's that one. Let's see here. These actually have an upkeep cost of 2. That's interesting. I guess I could do exotic gases right now. I've got plenty. Or I probably just don't worry about it. Like, I can survive just buying crystal off the market. I've got plus 6,000 energy right now. It's just, it ramps up in cost really, really quickly. We are still also the capital. Someone built a strategic coordination center. Gateway, okay. One of the interesting things about this game is that if you want to collect as many megastructures as you possibly can, like having a whole bunch of Dyson spheres, you can just let a whole bunch of smaller empires build Dyson spheres, at which point you'll be able to sort of swoop in and steal them, which is always interesting. I could probably actually just, like, annex these guys. Might be fine, honestly. It's only 90 people here. I think there's more people, I think there's more humans in my empire than there is on Earth. Yeah, there are 125 humans in my empire. So quite a bit more. Still fanatic militarists over here, looks like, even though militarism's probably going the way of the dodo. If we actually check our factions, I'm pretty sure our militarists are pretty weak at this point in time. Veterans for Victory movement, yeah. Only 7%. The Alien Compassion Alliance is doing a much, much better job than they are. Oh, I don't have all refugees welcome? Really? I should actually go switch that. Nope, nope, nope. Wrong one. Refugees welcome. Alright. Okay, so what else were they complaining about? Hypothetically, I could probably apply this to my empire at this point in time. Indirect xenology. I don't care about that. That one's fine. I like how few things that the egalitarians actually want. They just don't really care. They're fine with whatever. These people are just so pissed off, but there's only tiny numbers of them. So who cares what they want, basically. What's interesting is, like, I should actually have a fair pull, a fairly strong pull towards what we're doing, but just from all of the ethics traction that I've stacked up from black sites and stuff like that, the Psi Corps, all that other good stuff should be pulling people in, but apparently not hard enough. Holy hell, population growth. I like how you're allowed to get energy grids, even though I don't think you're allowed to get technicians on these things from anything. Like, do you get technicians from the commercial segment or something? I'm not sure where you're getting, like, technicians to actually make that worthwhile. Other than the energy grid itself, like, you'd have one technician from there. Increased by 15%. That's so much worse than the commercial zone at this point in time. By the time you're getting ring worlds, like, you would never want to have one technician on the entire planet that's hyper efficient, because that's just so bad. Such a bad use of slots. Alright, this place actually is filled up. Let's maybe... I could increase the size of this world by a little bit. At this point in time, I might as well.
Together we will build
just get a couple more
future.
housing, I guess. Alright. Gonna just increase the speed a tiny bit here, see if we can get away with it. Ooh, we got another planet here that's not screwed. That's nice. It's always nice to have a planet or two that is... Oh, what the hell? What happened to you guys? Alright, well, interesting. Let's do that. Again, it must be people just leaving the place for other planets. Or for the ring worlds, I bet. Alright. Where's our other Cuminopolis. It's up here. No, that's their first one. Oh no, maybe this is their second one. Not too sure what I want to do with this. Let's get a couple foundry ecologies, I guess. Might as well.
Scientific progress attained.
Upgrade that. Like gigantic Cuminopolises, you can get ridiculous amounts of stuff from, but well, thanks a lot for that, Swug Lumber. I didn't actually realize ads. Huh, that's interesting. I know that this is monetized, but I haven't been getting ads from mine, which is weird because I've got it running on my laptop separately. Maybe it's... oh, it must be because I'm technically logged in, so it's not giving me ads. That makes sense. I was kind of wondering about that because I knew I was like supposed to be doing that, but thanks for the support there, yeah. That was something I've been sort of curious about for a while.
Construction finalized.
Yeah, I'd imagine they don't want you like with 10 laptops or whatever just watching your own videos getting monetized based off that. That sounds like that would be kind of cheating.
Construction finalized.
So I'm kind of glad actually now in retrospect that I am logged into this, so I'm not cheating the system, because that would feel like, you know, a little bit scummy. Okay.
Construction finalized.
Kind of hoping I wonder if I can play this on fastest speed here without screwing myself over. Okay, Nimistic visualization has ended. I think we can redo that. It's kind of worth it. We're just doing that to get rid of some of our influence here. Honestly,
construction finalized.
Popping some of these other things will increase our diplomatic weight across the galaxy, but
construction complete.
Maybe we do that just at the very end there. Uh-oh. People of Habitable Section B have been caught in a frenzy of consumerism and decadence, demanding ever more excessive goods, ever rarer and more savory foods. Rioting has broken out at several shopping districts, and we've been forced to ramp up the production of our farms and industries to prevent the planet from descending into chaos. That shouldn't actually matter at all. Yeah, goddamn Shred. So yeah, it's only 200% extra in Habitable Section B, of which we've got 3 Habitable Section Bs, because we've got 3 ring worlds, but I'm not sure which one they're referring to here. It shouldn't matter, though, because we've got, like, just tons of consumer goods across our empire right now, so... although, I probably could do with more, actually.
Construction complete.
On the other hand of things, like, it's getting kind of crazy how much bloody stuff I have to build. I should probably also double check. How are we doing on mineral production here? We're doing 1,000? Oh, there goes my game. Start of the year. There we go.
Construction complete.
Getting enough crystal to like upgrade any of this stuff is going to be pretty much impossible.
Construction finalized.
How in the hell are we getting this many people moving into these places this quickly?
Complete.
Alright. Yeah. Happiness minus 20%. Wow, that sucks. Alright, well. Okay, how are we doing here? This is definitely looking like it's going to pass. It'd take both these guys jumping the other side. Even then, I don't think they can succeed. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty much guaranteed to get building a bear tomorrow past. Which is what we're in there for. Alright, we've probably got enough synthetic crystal now. Let's go ahead back to commerce. Wow, we don't have a housing shortage on our capital anymore. Just 16 unemployment. That's not bad. Oh crap, I've got a ring world over here that I haven't been... Oh god, okay. When did this finish? Alright. Let's see... And B. And are we working on the other one? I don't care. Okay. You'll occasionally get, like, the merchant groups just passing through your systems and they'll drop something off, and early game this is really, really powerful. It's still technically beneficial to pick it up, even though it's not going to be anything useful for you. But, like, it's always a good idea to get tiny advantages where you can. It's just, it doesn't matter at this point in time. The game's basically going to be over soon, I think. I'm still wondering if there is going to be another disaster, because there should be the opportunity for another disaster. Can't believe we filled up ring worlds. 9,000 population here. Huh. Whoops. Let's cancel that one. Okay, so we want to get these things filled in with the upgraded capitals first. And we're going to use that to get the more advanced buildings like the Psi Ops buildings and stuff like that. A whole bunch of my plants are getting like depopulated because of the way I'm doing this, which is not ideal, but just as long as we don't lose too many buildings out of it, because we do lose buildings. What if there's a way to order them so that the ones I want are closer to the front there and don't get destroyed? Or abandoned or whatever. Alright, another Bureau planet. Let's just chuck in more admin services. Alright, cool. Now, can I pop into the resolution yet? I don't think so. How much longer? About another year. Okay. I'm going to be over the top on influence by then. I'm going to have to find something to spend it on. Improved energy initiative? Sure. Not my favorite, but...
Construction finalized.
Can you choose to make your people gay in this game?
Scientific progress attained.
Not technically. There's nothing like preventing it, and there's nothing like allowing it. It's just, you know, it's assumed that like more egalitarian societies, I guess, allow that, and more authoritarian ones don't.
Establishing means of production.
So, you know,
Establishing
I mean,
means
there is actually also the one where it's xenocompatibility is the sort of closest to the concept, where it's just like you can turn everyone in your empire into complete pansexuals, where they will just intermingle with literally whatever the hell else you find in the galaxy. Unfortunately, if you use xenocompatibility and let that happen, since you get so many things with such diverse genetic stuff, you end up with like 9 billion different species, and your game crashes. So, I actually have xenocompatibility turned off because I don't want my game to crash.
Construction finalized.
But yeah, that's the closest you'd get. If you actually look at a lot of the species, I mean, as far as I can tell, they don't have differences between male-female models. Maybe their entire species is gay. I don't think that's how you would actually classify that, though. I think that's incorrect taxonomy. At the same time, you know, as long as they're not bothering anyone else, I don't see what's wrong with it. But that's because I'm playing egalitarian. If I was playing some sort of, you know, crazed dictatorship, it would be mandatory. Just mandatory gayness. Alright. Pretty sure that's not how that's supposed to work, but whatever. Alright, so let's see if I can pop greater good cap in there before the next law. I should be able to overpower these guys if I stop supporting them, and then it'll pop up to the top there. I just have to paying attention to when I can do this resolution here. It should be basically like early 24 or mid 2495. Okay. I got this on the fastest speed, and I can already tell my game's chugging just a little bit there. It's that thing about this game is like it's like that. It gets real slow sometimes. Okay. I could also Mastery of Nature a couple more worlds here to boost up the size of some of them, but like the population is just careening out of these worlds so quickly that it's kind of hard for me to keep up. Okay, we're going to replace this with just a commercial zone for now. And I can't repair that until I get some more people there. It's really just like there's so much brain drain off these planets here that I can't
Together we will
keep them
build a
populated.
brighter future.
Doesn't mean that my population is going to rise up faster now, though. I'm contemplating as well just going in and destroying all these guys, but at this point in time I know for a fact that my allies would take all that terrain, which is kind of unfortunate. Why is there a mining core robot here? Huh.
Construction complete.
Interesting. Guess I could double check the situation log here. I know I can't actually do anything about this one. For some reason that mission's bugged. I can't build any more ships really without going way over that. It's the mining districts I should build here. Even though I don't really need them. Oh wow, this station got wrecked. What the hell? Alright. If I wanted to, this would probably be the best way to fill this in for now, and then we can replace bits later. That mining station did fine. Didn't get wrecked. Holy crap. Okay, just gonna cap this out on agriculture for no good reason. We got actually rapidly diminishing amounts of food. Our population growth, I guess, has been kind of crazy. So fair enough. Okay, I guess we'll do that then. Alright, and down here. Okay, let's see if I can enact this now. Okay, so we're going to try and enact that. It's probably going to be hard, but we're going to remove support for these guys. And by hitting abstain, Universal Prosperity Mandate can be pushed up. Once I get enough, I could veto that. Which I'm not sure I really care to that badly. Having it go to vote's kind of fine. I've got lots of diplomatic power right now, though. And I don't really care if I lose denouncement power, because I'm not denouncing anybody anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. Let's just pop in here and see, though, if I can get ahead of that using edicts. Don't need those. Alright, that was why they had so much. Okay, well, never mind. This would increase our economy by a decent amount. It wouldn't be necessary for us, but... Okay, get all those active. I only have 2 representatives, but I need 3 of them in the Federation. This has finally gone into positives, which is just barely. Huh. Alright, how do I get a tiny bit more power so I can get rid of this thing? Well, this is one way, actually. Just gonna hit pause here real quick. Okay, that's not gonna help much. Army morale's not gonna be... It's not gonna do bupkis for us. Great. I need just like an extra 1,000 points. That's it. That's actually 10,000. Well. Do I want to council veto this? That's 750 influence, though. I think we just let it pass. Well, we'll obviously oppose it, but... The other thing I need to do is just replenish all of my favors. Alright, so offer trade deals. I want your favors. That one's already maxed, it looks like. Okay, cool. There's lots of weird stuff going on in my federation. Alright, favors. Is this already capped? Looks like that's already capped. Okay.
Scientific progress attained.
Might be the Rixie that I need favors from. The other friendly people within my alliance here. Nope, I guess I've capped them all out. Okay, good. Yeah, I can't really easily... I don't think I can go ahead and oppose this and have that reduce it.
Establishing means of production.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It sort of stays there. The problem with this is, like, I'm not sure I'm going to have enough time to fully institute everything I need to. You know, I could... I'm going to council veto this. And now I need to just get enough influence to pass through Universal Prosperity Mandate, and I'll have achieved the most extreme version of this possible, which is... it's not a huge reason for doing that, honestly. Nor do I think it's going to be that popular with everybody. Oh yeah, look at all these people flooding in against it. If we can get these guys on board, you guys should be in favor of this, you bastards.
Scientific progress
Ooh,
attained.
holy shit, our naval capacity is above cap right now. Okay. Gonna keep doing that since it'll have the most immediate impact on our whatever. And I'm going to go find our shipbuilding thing, and I'm going to build just a whack of ships for no good reason.
Planetary worksite established.
Other than that, this is going to increase our power here. I think battleships are actually a bit better than... There. Alright, and we've also now got 3 more inhabited worlds, essentially. We'll do a research segment as well here. Alright. Oh, wow. My allies have jumped ship, those bastards. I've been betrayed. Is this even going to pass in time? 4 years. Now, the thing is, I do have the ability to call in all these favors. And this does eventually add up to quite a bit. The only problem is I'm not sure it's going to end up being enough. Still, I've got like 4 years to keep accumulating more influence, drawing in more influence. If one group, like the Wasari People's Republic or Sovereign Zaplo Dominions, like either of those groups jump ship and join my side, then we'll be fine. It's a shame I can't like coordinate them on through here. Yeah, I wish there was a way to like influence people through this section here, like talk with them or negotiate with them in some way or another. I'm not sure that's possible though. Alright. So the other thing I can do is at the very, very last minute enact a whole bunch of new ambassadors into this and lose a bunch of Federation rank. Which would be kind of fine. I don't really have to worry about my Federation strength as much anymore. Do wish I had some better way to gain a bit more influence at this point in time, though. I don't think I know of any good way to do it. Also, how much do I need to get? I need 400,000? 470,000. Jesus. Alright. Let's see, what could I get from... What's the maximum I can get with favors here? It's not per, is it? Oh yeah, that is per. So the total I can get from these guys is like 200,000. Maximum I can get from these guys would be 123,000. And it looks like people are starting to like waffle a bit. If I got to here, I think I would be able to, so I would need 750 again. I think this is doable actually. And this would force through even if everyone opposed me. Yeah, these people have jumped to abstaining, so I barely need any to get through this now.
Together we will build a brighter future.
Like, I'm not stronger than the rest of the universe combined, but it's a substantial portion of it. Okay. Still colonizing, still not done yet. Fantastic. This has been popped in here. People should be popping into this place real fast. Actually, I think I know why I've got so many people resettling so bloody quickly. It's because of the stupid edict that I enacted. It's because of the greater than ourselves one, which actually, I'm perfectly fine with this happening, because this is making it so that my population skyrockets. Like, we're at 9,325 all of a sudden. It's only been a few years. Pretty sure our population's also growing faster than everyone else's, so... If just one of you bastards, just the Wasari's People Republic, and if you could just jump on ship here with this, then we'll have it. Oh, you bastards. Traitorous curs. Alright. So you can see that our number is increasing. That's because of those ships that I just opted to build here. Ooh, I can build another Titan. I can build 3 Titans. Alright, we're going to then. I don't think those Titans are actually going to build in time, though. Oh yeah, they will. Oh, god damn it. Look at these assholes. Alright, I do need will to power badly. I'm even going to pause for a second here. Because every month that passes where will to power is not active is a month I'm not getting influence. Okay, well, what can I do? Honestly, I don't think there's much I can do here. Like, I can keep spending down these resources and getting more income and stuff like that and more economy, but Sure. The Mystic Shrine? Sure. Why not? Those are kind of fine. I can throw one of those onto a random, like, Cuminopolis or something like that. That would be probably actually pretty good. I don't need this anymore. Ooh. Get those repaired. I'm not sure where I would want to put the new Mystic Shrine. They're pretty good buildings, though. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Well, up to 368. I can do one of these now. Getting all of that out of the way. Got 2 years worth of accumulation. What's 2 years going to get me? I don't think I'm going to have enough to get all of those. I need one of these guys to either abstain or join me. This is the last law that's going to get enacted too, so... There's a few things I can do as tricks to get my influence up just a tiny bit more, but it's going to be hard.
Planetary worksite established.
Another thing I can try to do here. How long have I... Ooh, that's not gonna last. Okay, I've got 692 days, so the thing is, I know I get some extra from shipyards and stuff like that. They seemed to work last time anyway, increasing my, my military power. I'm wondering if I get that from upgrading to citadels. Like, do these contribute more? I'm not sure if these contribute more, honestly. Oh, whatever. So most of these are already upgraded citadels. Ooh. Alright, interesting. It takes too long to upgrade those to citadels anyway. Okay. I could increase the speed, I guess. Well, let's do that for now instead. Alright, this has another chance of helping us a bit here. Ooh, increased influence, yes. What's that going to bring it up to? 14. No, that should be higher than that. What separates us? Having other species living with our people has caused some friction on habitable section B. Be it cultural differences, xenophobia, or a common misunderstanding is hard to tell. Do we have elf pops with xenophobia? Like, apparently that's a very, very small minority within my empire. Let's, I guess, distract the angry mob, because I don't care about what happens with the xenophobes. The xenophiles are a much larger contingent of my empire. Alright, we're getting 16. That actually might make the difference. Alright, I can get 10 here. Brings us up to 65,000 in support. We've got still close to 2 years, and if I'm getting that... Ooh. Why are we getting 19 all of a sudden? Alright, well, if I'm getting that much, then I should be able to force this through. Since I only need about another, like, 10 months. I need less than 10 months. I'm going to be fine. Alright, perfect. That came at the perfect time. I don't even think I'm going to have to move all of my, move my diplomats into there. It's probably... Oh, Brazilian. Actually, that's a good one for once. Usually it's substance abuser. Governors becoming substance abusers is just a super common thing in this game for some reason. I don't know why. Alright. Oh, yeah, everyone against us again. Once we do this, though, we should be in the lead.
Our research has progressed.
And it should be impossible for them to actually oppose us. Shall crush everyone that dares oppose my will. Alright, cool. I just have to keep a careful eye on this because I don't want it to get too close to the Senate being closed and not being able to do anything about it. Let's actually just 7... call that in. Ooh. Okay, I do need all of it. Not you. Okay, every month I can do another... most of these. Okay. Now this might look good, but I still can't really rest on my laurels here because things can happen that bump people's numbers up or down a little bit. And this narrow a margin is not really ideal. I would love to have a bigger one. Okay, our fleet here in Scorpio. Let's check to see how this is going. Mega shipyard here, still working on these Titans. Alright. 280 days. That should be well before this happens. Those guys jumped out again. The thing is, as well as these guys increase their political power, it also increases my representation through the favors I asked, since those sort of move up and down a little bit based on what I've done. Is this even going to pass before the game ends? I'm not actually sure. I don't remember if it ends at the start of 2500 or at the end of 2500. I might not have time to pass this. Damn it. No, I think maybe it passes the day of the game ending. I think it'll pass just before. Well, let's just do that just in case. That'll clinch the win no matter what happens at this point in time. And all we're doing is sitting here on the fastest speed, which is really slow right now.
Construction complete.
I might be wrong about the end date too, that would be awkward. Alright, this is going back up a little bit. How much do we need? Oh, this is not going to go up to cap again. It doesn't really matter though. What's really annoying about this particular playthrough is I couldn't build the diplomatic building for some reason. It just didn't let me. And that would have helped solve so many of these problems, because my diplomatic strength would have been 20% higher. I would have had more representatives. Would have just been, like, way easier, because other people have them. I think only one other group has one, so I'm guessing it's only one group is allowed to have it, but... Alright. Will the game end first? I think the game ends before this goes through, which is a real shame, because I did want to have it so that, like, it's just peak communism in this game, which is the universal prosperity mandate. Which is kind of a dumb policy, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, the stuff that you get from this is actually pretty good considering what you lose, unless you're a hive mind, which obviously would be opposed to this, or if you were using anything other than utopian abundance or whatever. But like plus 5% worker happiness is pretty nice. Worker political power is hilarious if you're egalitarian. Empire sprawl from population minus 10%, population housing minus 10%, also really good. Alright, let's pop this actually at the last second here. And let's make sure that our edicts are going to be active during the end of things here. I'll do like pretty much everything that I can here, even though I don't think this is super relevant at this point in time. Just in case this might be something that gets counted at the end of things. Yeah, this is a narrow margin here. Other people are definitely doing things to try and boost up their political power.
Scientific progress attained.
Even if just by a little bit there to stop me from getting that. Okay, I've only got 4 months left. That's... if I could do math faster, that would be... It's not even like advanced math of any sort, really. It's just literally basic adding. No, I'm not gonna get this stupid thing passed in time. Damn it. That sucks. I don't know why I can't do this this particular thing here. It's supposed to be another thing that gives influence, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I've only got, like... I wonder why this is synced up like that. I really wish... Ah, damn it. Oh, well. Yeah. There's not much I could do to go back and fix that either. Even if I could, because this is Iron Man, I can't go back and fix anything. Alright, here's hoping that it's actually the end of 2500. But I kind of feel like it's not. It's gonna be off by, like, so little time. I'm so pissed. Yep, okay. Well, unfortunate. Alright, let's take a quick look at the metrics here. So we did win the game, like I said. This is like the least pomp and ceremony for winning anything. 215,258 total score, compared to the next highest, which is 188,000. Oh yeah, now the bloody thing passes. So in terms of economy, we had 80,000, which is the highest by itself there. There is someone who had a pretty decent fleet power, but ours was 3,106,748, which is nice. Somehow we fell behind on research by the end of this, though. We've got 148,920 in research. I don't know how this is actually calculated, but I think we had one of the lowest. Yeah, we had the lowest out of the major factions, it looks like. Oh no, the Tevadoran has had less than us. I'm not actually 100% sure why we had so much less research, considering that we were on repeatables and we're pretty deep into them, but it's one of the things that really, like, scales quickly, so once you start getting ahead on that, and the AI's bonuses kick in, then they can certainly turn ahead of me, but yeah, in terms of fleet power, we had probably more than... We had more than those three combined. We didn't quite have more fleet power than everyone else combined, but it was pretty close in some ways there. Holy shit, Sol is ahead of one of the major factions, two of the major factions. They're a one planet. That's pretty impressive. But yeah, like, your economy is what sort of feeds into your fleet power, so the more economy you have, the more fleet power you have, and research does matter, but not that much there. So, anyway, yeah, that's a quick victory for the communal parity of the Union. So, yeah, exit to menu there. Would have been even slightly better in our favor if we'd gotten that one thing passed ahead of time. Alright, so, going to go ahead and real quick here load up Factorio. Now, we are heading into December, so I'm not going to be playing Factorio for all of, or sorry, not December, October. What am I saying here? But once we're in October, I'm probably going to be streaming horror games. So we'll see which ones we're going to be doing there. So I have to set up OBS here a little bit here, so add game. Okay. And we'll see if this loads up properly. Certainly does not look like it's loading up particularly properly. Might have to stop the stream real quick while I'm switching between games here. Alright, so we closed that. Okay, so this is up now, it says. Just have to make sure that it shows up on our stream as well. Yeah, this should be... Okay, that looks like it's working now. Alright, perfect. So, we're going to go ahead and just jump straight into a standard new game here. And just normal free play. Honestly speaking, this is a game that can be really stressful for me. Okay, so... Alright, this is Factorio Free Play, blah blah blah. And we're just going to click our way through that sort of stuff there. And pick up our gun clip. It's interesting in this game that you, like, no matter what type of gun you're using, you sort of use the same sort of stuff there. Alright, just picking up all the plates that we can here, because no reason to waste resources. As far as I know, I've never seen more than 8, and I'm pretty sure that that's how it is meant to be. Now let's take a quick look at our map here as well. Ooh, this is not a great start. So the reason I'm a little bit unhappy with the start is that our iron is down all the way over here, which is really, really far away from anywhere good. I'm going to take this. And we're going to have to get the conveyors running all the bloody way up to here, it looks like. You know, this is also not... I don't like it when they're sort of all on top of one another. Is this crappy enough that... I'm going to actually say this is crappy enough that I'm just going to hit restart. It's one of those games where you don't take it too seriously about how you start that. Alright. This one looks fine. Doesn't look like anything too janky is going on like the previous one. Watch as I like walk into explosion and die or something like that. Seven, 8, and we can click around here and it doesn't open up the window for inventory because there's nothing in these. So that's just sort of how that is. Alright, so we got a decent amount of iron here that's not right beside an alien nest, which is nice. So that's going to be good for us. The coal is over here. They've got copper, we've got stone, pretty much everything we need. Lots of room, water nearby. It's supposed to spawn like that in free play, where it's just like all the balanced resources are sort of near you. But it doesn't always happen. Sometimes something weird happens with the generation seed. Okay. So I think we're going to start off just by getting ourselves a bit of stone and a bit of coal. That's generally how I start this. Not sure what I want to play for horror games, though, this October. There's lots and lots of really bad ones out there that I could play, but I could potentially play like Outlast and complain the entire way through, because I don't really think that Outlast is a very good horror game, but that probably wouldn't be very fun for me or anyone else. Okay. So you guys are going to get to see just how like much of a dumbass I am when it comes to like this sort of stuff. Alright, so for our first drill, I'm going to put it down on the coal. The reason I'm going to do that is I tend to find that when you put one of these down on coal, you're constantly consuming it in the early game. So speaking of, okay, so boxes. So as that thing sort of putters along, I'm going to be able to pull coal out of it and use that to fuel whatever else it is I'm doing. Iron is still a little bit further away from the other resources than the other ones for some reason. Alright, so we're going to try and just pick away at this deposit here, get rid of it. I could probably change the name of the stream, but honestly speaking, it probably doesn't matter too much. I'm not going to be playing too long today. The reason that this game's stressful for me is because, like, every time I get something unlocked, I'm like, oh shit, now I have to, like, redo the entire factory, which is probably not what you're supposed to do. You're probably supposed to just be like, let's just kind of tinker with it until it works. And for me, it's just, like, really stressful to have to redo the whole thing there. It's just like, why can't it just be as it is? Can't I just leave it here? Alright, now the problem is I can't actually use these for anything until I get them smelted, so I might as well put that down pretty soon. These things you use a lot of in the early game. I would like it if you could sort of skip straight to the electric ones, because replacing all these with electric ones later on is annoying, but let's get that dropped there. Get this all up over here, and drop a handful of that in there. There's a way to do it so you're dropping like one at a time, and I cannot remember what the hell it is. It's probably like Alter Control or something like that, I can't remember. Alright. So once we get these all made up into plates, we'll be able to be on our way here. Hopefully we can do this without getting attacked by too many bugs. Might just get rid of these small deposits so that they're out of the way here. That way when I put the machine down, I don't have to constantly relocate them, because if you put the machine down on a small deposit that you have to pickaxe, then you end up having to pickaxe it, or you have to pick up the machine again once it runs out pretty quickly. Alright, the plates should be done, or at least a good number of them. Okay, we'll pick those up there, drop those in there, and we've now got the ability to get more burner drill things. Gotta get some more boxes as well. Do I want to get 2 of these? Not right now. I'm not going to put these in my taskbar because it's really easy to unlock the second tier of these, the electric ones. Right. Whereas, for some reason, like, the electric furnaces are really hard to get. Alright. Just gonna put 11 in there for now. That's gonna just churn out a bunch of stuff for me. Okay, how am I doing here? I've got 15 stone. I probably need more stones, since I don't have an automation system for that. Frankly, stone is one of the ones where you're not necessarily going to be using them in the same sort of capacity as your other resources. At least not unless you're like planning on going for like lots of walls and defenses and stuff like that. Okay. So the thing that you're ultimately sort of trying to get in this game is basically a science machine, and then have that science machine churn out a bunch of research so you can get to the next level of stuff, and then continue onwards and onwards and onwards to more complicated science machines. And those let you unlock more types of buildings and stuff like that, which is okay. It's kind of one of those ones where it's like the process is the game, rather than anything beyond that. Let's see here. So the other thing that I would love to be able to do right now is get a bunch of transport belts, but yeah, I think we will start working on our transport belts. Alright, so problem with like some of the stuff is like you replace it immediately. Okay, so we'll build a nice long line out there. I probably am not going to bother doing the other way of doing the inserters with the coal. I'm probably just going to like have inserters dropping iron into furnaces, which we can probably build some more of right now. And these are just going to go like straight over here. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can manually load the coal, since the coal lasts for quite a while. If you've got a stack of 50 in there, it's going to last you a long, long time. Whereas if you do it with the inserters, it can muck up the system pretty badly. So I prefer doing it this way. At least for now. It also means that once you get electric inserters, you're not going to have to redo your belts. Let's try and figure this out here. So is it control? Nope. Shift? Nope. So I sure as hell don't want the whole damn stack in there. Ah, well, this'll do, I guess. I do, however, want like half a stack in each of these. Alright. So those things will automatically start shoving stuff into the furnaces. I'll actually want to have a lot more of the iron things, since you use a lot of iron in this game. I'm going to pick up that there. Pluck all that in there. But we should be able to start working on our, first science machine relatively soon here. Alright, how are we doing here? We got 24 stone. I need a bit more, I think. Especially since we got the other stuff working on plates for us. The other thing about iron is that you kind of end up needing to get like transport belts bringing iron from across the map, because you end up using that up really, really quickly. So you kind of need like a dune buggy or whatever so you can blow up the alien nests and continue on with life after that. Or you can do other ways of blowing up the alien nests, doesn't matter. However you want to do it. Okay, can we get a burner miner's drill? Yes, we can. Probably went overboard on the, well, actually, let's skip that. On the belts for that previous thing on the iron there, but it's kind of fine. Drop that there. Alright. Kind of feel like I do need more coal extractors, but sort of get by real quick with the coal extractors. Okay, So, our first lab, I need way more of lots of stuff, basically. What labs are kind of made out of this feels kind of arbitrary to me a lot of the time. It's kind of... a lot of the things feel kind of arbitrary in this game. Like, how do you make science? It's like, you make science out of, like, belts and, like, robot arms. It's like, what? Alright, and I need way more coal. The problem with this thing is that it's not actually fast enough to keep up with, like, 2 of these. The reason that you build the second one is in case, like, you overflow on this one. You can, however, just chuck this in there for now. Because these things cap out once you've got 50 in there. Alright, let's just hand cut some coal out of here for now. I guess the problem with me playing horror games is going to be that, like, I'll be playing them during the day, like in the middle of a Wednesday, which is not really the creepiest of days. No offense to Wednesday Addams, I guess. Do people remember the Addams Family? I don't remember if people remember the Addams Family. Probably not. Honestly speaking, it was a very silly show. I don't think anything really, like, happened. Felt like 9 times out of 10 they weren't really doing anything. Alright, it's doing fine, it looks like. Okay. So, with what we got now, just need a bit more copper plates and then I can build my first science engine. There we go. Lab or whatever. Doesn't matter too much where you put your first one down, you can just move it later. Like, you can move everything later, so... just stand here waiting for that to get built. Probably more coal is what I need to be getting here. Just standing here holding down the right click button. I'm glad they don't make you, like, hit the button for every time you swing the pickaxe or whatever your tool is. That would just be, like, awful. Okay. Well, it looks like we're done our science engine as well, so might as well just chuck that over here or something like that. Alright, I forgot I needed to get this before I can get the... Okay, where do I want to put down that? Probably just here is fine. Okay, I'm going to need more pipes. I don't think that's enough reach. Ooh, and we're out of fuel there too. There's always a bunch of stuff you gotta do in this game. Just gonna put the whole whack of that in there. Alright. And do I also have enough copper for our electrical lines? Probably not. It's interesting that you can run and do stuff in this game while you're building a complex factory in your pocket or whatever. Like, it's a bit odd. You're capable of doing that, but, you know, whatever. Alright, so I generally like keeping these fairly compact. I don't like having them sort of spread out over large areas. The reason for that being, I don't particularly like having to do too much pipe work, since you can't walk over the pipes. You can't, like, do underwater pipes, I guess, for some reason or another. I don't know. So we are going to avoid having pipes for now, I guess, but one thing that I am going to need is a lot of coal for the boiler, which is going to be another thing that needs that, and it actually runs through coal really, really fast. So this is the one where I would want to get a line down to there if I could, but our coal supply is actually pretty far away from the shore, so getting conveyor down there would be kind of annoying. That's fine right now. I'm contemplating doing it anyway, but the other thing you can do is you can get a box with an inserter, and the box inserter is just going to keep throwing stuff into the boiler over and over and over again, and that'll be kind of fine. Okay, so the other thing that's kind of annoying during the early game is that you do have to manually craft all of your science flasks, which is a slow, tedious process, but that is indeed what the early game of this is. It's kind of amazing that a game like this is able to sink its teeth into people as effectively as it does. I guess it's because it trickles stuff in an effective way where it's like, okay, well, I figured out that last thing, which was kind of annoying. Let's, oh, but unlock this new thing. Maybe that'll make my life easier. And then it doesn't, inevitably. Alright, so let's do that, and we'll work on automation. For a game called Factorio, the fact that you have to unlock automation is painful, but also fine. Alright, let's just get rid of this whole deposit here. I think this also unlocks like the electrical inserters though, which is going to be a nice boost to what we're doing here. Not having to refill inserters is just one of those real luxuries in life. The coal-powered inserters are still kind of useful if you're in like some really weird random spot there, and you just need to be able to chuck some stuff into something real quick, but yeah, for the most part, not worth it. Alright, so we've manually made all of our little flasks of science. Chuck those in the lab, have it work for us. I have no idea what science is supposed to be representing in this game. It's kind of weird, but whatever. And we'll start consuming electricity at this point in time. There we go. Alright, those are fine. Let's see how this is doing. I'm not sure how many I actually am going to need as far as that goes, but I feel like at this point in time I really just need more coal extractors. Can't get the electrical drills though. So we are going to just swap out all of our normal drills for electric ones. We'll start with the coal, I think, one here. Alright. And we need to build more electrical cables too now. God damn it. Alright, are we out of copper or are we out of wood? We're out of wood. Okay. Oh shoot, this is too close. There we go. We're out of science? We're out of science. Okay, and if we can, another one of these would be fantastic. The reason is that's faster, so we'll also be able to get rid of this thing and get more iron produced more quickly. It takes so long to build these science things. Whatever they are, science potions? I don't know. There we go. Alright, with the first thing done, we're going to go ahead and get logistics. We're not near anything dangerous right now, so it's going to be a while before pollution catches up with us, I think. Well, let's actually get the cabling down here first. Let's do it like this. You know what I kind of wish is if it like automatically filled in, like, to make it so that you're able to stretch a cable across a long way with a lot less clicks. That would be nice. Yeah, whatever. Oops. Oh, that's also the wrong spot. There we go. How I managed to miss that so many times, beyond me. Alright. So this should be filling in rather quickly. And get another one of these. And what we're going to want to do is get another coal thing, I think. Somewhere like right here is fine, I think. Probably could have been in a better spot, but this way we don't have to build more electrical cabling and stuff like that. How are we doing for rocks? 26 of them? That's fine. Having more trees around is actually a good thing, so cutting down tons of these things, especially like using trees for fuel, is usually a bad idea. You can definitely use trees for fuel though if you need to. Alright, so we're definitely going to be using more fuel on this thing right now. The more electricity you're using, the faster you go through those. Can try to look for more sources of coal, I guess. Coal's one of those things, like, you run out of coal, you're kind of done for a while. I think it's possible to find, like, uranium eventually, though. I guess I could try to switch to solar panels quickly, because, like, I do only have this one smallish patch of coal. Getting off that would be pretty, smart. Mind you, you do hit nighttime, and then that's when you're kind of screwed, but, you know. Yeah, so now it's running both of those little things there. Okay. So, one of the things that we want to start setting up at this point in time is a factory chain, which goes, takes the plates out of here and automatically manufactures them into the things required to build these science potions, which is a copper plate and an iron gear wheel. So I would need something that just goes from a conveyor to one of these things, and then converts that into an iron gear wheel, and then we get that to mix together with another factory. Do I have to build those ones? Can't I build electric inserters now? Yeah, I can. I should probably replace all the inserters I can with electric ones. And you can just click to replace like that. You don't have to do anything fancy there. Alright, cool. This is probably too much. I'm going to replace some of this. I'm just going to pull this off here. That way I'll have more to work with for other things. Okay. So, let's get this factory going. Get that down there. Now that we're working with factories, we have to have slightly more complex chains going. So I'll want this, like, here is probably fine. I'll need to do more cabling, but that's okay. And we have something go in there. We'll need a bunch more inserters. So what's going to happen is we're going to end up with plates going onto here, going into here, where it's going to turn them into iron gears. And I'm going to need a bunch more stuff so I can have another factory that turns them into the electrical juju things, whatever the hell, that go into this thing. Speaking of which, let's chuck these in there. Alright, so let's get that all done. Let's get our other side inserter. Let's get this thing going. Right, so we then need to have something on the opposite side of this thing that's going to go to another factory. And we just sort of have to have the factories link up, or these chains link up, rather. I'm not sure I like this one here, because I probably want to have more copper plates going out to other things, so we probably want more copper plate production than this. So we would want to extend out this line a little bit here. Out to maybe like that far. Alright, let's well, I got 61. I guess I've got enough for some transport belts. Now the other thing is I don't necessarily want this to fill, I don't really want every single plate to get turned into one of these, so yeah, we're not going to worry too much about that right yet, though. It's probably too many. Probably didn't need to build this many transport belts. It's fine, though. Also need to build another factory, though. Yeah, nowhere near enough iron plates and stuff like that. This is where I just stand here stealing all the iron plates before they can continue on. Because I do need quite a few of them. Apparently I need 22, so I need like one more. There we go. Okay, and then we'll put up the factory in between these other things and have the lines sort of drop stuff into them. Ugh, man. Okay, so here is probably okay. And we'll want to move this like later, but for now this is kind of okay. You know what? I can do it like this. Let's get rid of all of those. Oops. There we go. Okay. Now we just need a bunch of inserters, which I don't have any iron for. God damn it. Just gonna fill up all my machines again that need it. Should just be the furnaces, and it should be the generator. I better go top off. I was also thinking I should probably get a box for the coal and an inserter there, but how many? It's a shame you can't just add like a direct hopper that can store a lot more coal to the generator itself. That way you wouldn't need all this other stuff. But whatever. Alright, all the bloody way over to here. Can't remember if there's a way to like regrow trees in this game. I think there might be. Maybe not actually. Alright. Now the irony here is I'm pretty sure I need to get electrical cabling out to here. Okay, so that is going to last a long, bloody time here. So, should be fine. All the bloody way back. Okay. So let's get this fella. Do that. Have you set to that. And need some more inserters. Need 3 more of them. Okay, and for the way we're doing this right now, I'm just going to have this set up here. Oops, I need 1 more inserter. And this is just about the least efficient way I can have this set up, honestly. But for now, it'll be fine. What I actually want to do is have a long arm inserter that drops things down to here, and then have it go across this way. But for now, this is going to be fine, since I'm probably not going to have enough science output to build more labs right yet anyway, until we expand out some of our other factory sort of necessities here. Particularly, I want to increase our plate production here. Not sure if I want to do 2 more just yet. Okay. And that. Okay, once we get that done, we can go ahead and get a couple more stone furnaces. Get some more fuel for them. I don't even remember what we're researching, but that's fine. Since I'll have to sort of redo all of this later anyway. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That should be okay. And we're going to extend this out here. So what's going to happen is, like, this will take whatever it needs, but we're going to have a bunch of iron overflow, which is sort of going to be a good thing, because we need it for a bunch of other stuff that we're going to be producing. Okay. So I'm wondering how many of these I want. I probably want to have like 2 gear assembly machines and 3 of these assembly machines producing potions. I feel like that would be a pretty decent server run there. Don't need signal processing just yet. Let's just get turrets. Okay. So if I want to expand this out, I will have to sort of dismantle this now rather than later, I guess. It's not too bad. Okay, I think we want these like here. Take away that. Okay, let's get a long arm one. Put that lab here. And get the long arm inserter over here. Okay, so yeah, now we can expand out our factory just a little bit here. I can get rid of this, I guess. Just gonna screw me over for just a second here, but I'll just put this up here, I think. Okay, let's grab all these. Let's get more leeway on this. Now, I do have to eventually get to the point where I can build the green potions as well, which is a nightmare in and of itself, but you know, that is this game. It's a never-ending cycle of doing crazy shit. Alright. And the green potions are made out of inserters, which are made out of circuits, plates, and gears, I think. It becomes very, very complex. You can sort of do that by doing completely separated lines, or you can do them by consolidating this line into a much more complex, weird bullshit thing, but where's my factories here? I thought I got more than just that. Alright. Speed up production a bit. And also I just need the long arm one here. Okay. And that should be fine. At this point in time, I can get probably one more lab at the production rate we're going. Looks like more, but that's because I just shoved a whole bunch in there all at once, so I guess we put it on this side. Come on, lab. It's gonna eventually be a time where it's like you have to like use your labs, like you have to inject labs to make like science that you can put them in the lab. It's gonna be like horrible. I'd imagine that's what like late game of this is like. All right, let's make sure we're getting enough gears here. And that. Let's do optics real quick there. And gears. You eventually need like more complicated factories to build more complicated parts for more complicated bullshit. It gets real bad. It eventually gets real bad. Alright, I'm just going to do a quick check on our coal stockpiles here. That's still running, right? Yeah, looks like we've still got deposits over there. Alright, good. Let's do a quick run and fix up this thing again. The thing is, like, our iron's gonna run out real quick here, but at least we've got another... We do have another, like, source of it, but... Alright, let's just check to make sure this is working here. Yep, okay. Yeah, so that'll keep it running for, like, a very, very long time. Or it should. Kind of want to get a more powerful gun pretty soon, just in case. Alright, let's grab this. Start processing that. It's amazing that we can build these machines and not build steel. This is why we look like we've got like these ugly, dilapidated, rusty factories instead of like nice, pristine-looking ones, but still. Okay. So we are at the point where we're working on getting the next tier of technology. So we do want to figure out what you need for the green potions, and I know what you need for the green potions. It's these things, which we need iron plates and iron gear wheels. So we can just get these lines to come together and feed into something new, which would be fine. Grab all of that. But, so that would get us a transport belt factory line. And then we would need to have the much more complicated one, which is the inserters, which require iron plates, iron gear wheels. So we'd have to have like an overflow of those resources going past those factories, I guess, and then make sure that we're producing enough that we could have both of them running. But then we'd also have to have that meet up with the circuits, which are made out of iron plates and copper cables, which is going to be the much more awkward thing to produce. I think what we could do actually for that is I would much rather have a secondary factory line up here that sort of draws its own resource piles and does everything sort of up this way, rather than relying on just getting this set down here to do all that, but should be fine. And we don't need another one actually for the cables. Like, we could get a cable production line up here actually pretty easily. Alright. Let's also refill these pretty soon, I think. Need to get my inventory stocked back up. Oh wow, we burned through those real fast all of a sudden. Alright. Just make sure that these are all filled up. Big advantage of doing it the way I'm doing is just that you don't have to have like inserters and conveyors on both sides that are trying to feed it coal. Because you could do this with long arm inserters, but it gets kind of awkward. Turns into like this horrible spaghetti mess. Do I need copper plates? I think I need copper plates. Let's do that. Okay, you guys manufacturing wire. Wire comes out this way. Okay. Then those get headed into a factory that we'll have up here. And that factory needs iron plates, copper cable, and that's it. That's fine. Alright. I don't think I need as much for this side yet. Alright, these have to be refined as well. Alright, while we're working on this, I might as well just work on the rest of the red techs here. So let's get steel processing. Start that up. Grab more steel plates again. Definitely don't feel like I need 2 of these actually, but I don't know. Leave it as is for now. All right. So this side, we'll do 3. And these needed to go to a couple different types of factories, so we'll probably just do things like splitters and other complicated nonsense that I should probably be using more often anyway. The one disadvantage of doing things the way I'm sort of doing them here is that you do sort of have to build what feels like an excess amount of power cables, but there we go. Come on. Need 6 of these bastards just to get down that steel production there. Okay. Part of me wants to just take one of these. I don't think I need 2 there. And I probably don't need 2 here either. Well, not for this one thing here, anyway. That is an awkward spot. You know what? Let's just do this like this. There we go. And I need more bloody of these things, which is ironic, since that's the factory we're getting, is to build them. Alright, so we'll put that there. Need another factory. Or 5, actually, but that's fine for now. Okay, so we'll grab all these. Oh. Right, and that's all fine. Okay. Is this keeping up here? Yep, okay. So, this thing is going to be producing, again, gears. Right. And then those gears need to go to another factory along with iron plates. So we can actually just have this one here. And this one is going to be building belts. Yep, okay, that's working. Okay, I could get the steel axe or I could get the heavy armor. Electronics. I'm going to get electronics. We're kind of in a safe spot right now. I'm not going to be axing stuff. That's something a bit ridiculous at this point. Okay, so we need... The belts actually need to be going back down this way towards our science-y stuff. So what we could be doing here... And do I need more than one thing making belts? I probably do, because, like, I'd use so many of the damn things. Okay, so let's get another factory, I guess, for that. Then we'll use one of these things. Should be able to go down, I think. So we'll have a long arm inserter dropping stuff off up here, and then we can have it go back this way, I guess, and then use some of the underground ones to pop it hopefully back down to where we need to go, I think. That's going to be a bit convoluted, unnecessarily so, but... let's find out. Oops. There we go. Okay. So you as well, also belts. Alright, we'll just do it like that. Should be fine. And we'll just collect up all the belts as they get built. Okay, I wonder how far I can reach with the underground thing here. So I could get from like here down to here. No. Can I even go like this? Yes, I can. Okay. So part of me wants to shoot for here to here. Looks like that's too far. Damn. Oh. Alright. There we go. Okay. Oops. Okay, so this is an area of the factory that really is not getting expanded much from here. Let's go ahead and get an underground belt, though. I think you can unlock a lengthened underground belt later. But we're going to be using a couple of them so I can get the belts around this side, I think. Or actually, where do I want them? Trying to think where I want my green line to be. Okay, so we would have a bunch of our other things going this way anyway. And they're going to get turned into... ooh, wow, this is consuming a lot more of these resources than I thought they were. I might have to downgrade to just one belt inserter, or one of these things. It should fill in later, though, and at that point it should be relatively fine-ish, but... yeah. I think it might be partly because I'm only using 1.5 of these. If I got one more electric mining drill, it would probably be fine. If there was a way also to get part of these gears up there efficiently, that would also be good, but I think I'd get in the way of my other stuff. Alright, we need 3 of those. I need one of these. I need a lot of stuff right now. gonna put that around here somewhere. Get rid of some of these smaller bits. We'll have to move it again real quick, but that's fine. Alright. I'm just gonna mine this by hand here, get rid of it. This is where I probably wait for it until I've got the steel axe or something like that. Alright. Okay, so that should increase the percentage of these going through. Once these belts are completely filled, then I can sort of be done there. Okay. So what we're looking for is factories that are building these, and for them I need the iron plates, copper cables. Have I got enough room for that here? No, I don't. Not unless I only get one, in which case I'd be fine. Do I need more than one of these? Probably not. Okay. So this one's manufacturing chips. It's not going to be able to for a while because we need this to fill in, at which point they'll stop consuming iron. At which point those can go through. So we need those to then go to another factory that is going to be producing inserters. And they can go straight into that, for all I care. So this thing's taking those, and it also needs the iron gears and the iron plates, which is fine. I need to build like 1 million more of everything. Alright. What do we finish here? Fast inserters? Let's get this thing. Might as well. Okay, and then this whole mess needs some power. So this thing's full, I think, or near to. So it's going to stop taking gears, which means that they're going to continue on and get to this area. The thing is, I would like to add to something to increase the speed of this thing, and I do think there's upgrades for that later, but it does mean that this is going to be our bottleneck station here. Okay, so this is building inserters, which is fine. I can take those. Those inserters need to then go down to here, basically. The other alternative is I bring... You know what? Honestly, at this point in time, I'm thinking of moving the factory so that these things go up north. And we just have our research happen up here would probably be more efficient. Yeah, I think that would be better for all things considered. Do we want to move red production away from here? Not really necessary. Okay, we just need to have a couple of these things. Okay. So we'll move them up from this spot here. Might as well always have these as long as possible, in my opinion. I'm not sure if that's actually the best way to do it, but that way you've got a lot of stuff underground. Okay. Now the other thing is we will have to undo that large belt chain that we got there. Since we don't, since we're bringing these up top, we don't need them this way anymore. Okay, so we need to also switch the direction of these. Should be fine like that. And at this point in time, these come up. So this thing is producing the arms. And it can go like this, since we're only going to have one that's building the inserters. Or I could put it here. There's nothing strictly speaking wrong with this spot. But this would be if I wanted to have more of them producing inserters. But I wouldn't be able to get the electronics to them, so I'm going to have to redo all of this later, I'd imagine. Okay, so these come up here, these come up here, we get them consolidated here. How do I want to do this? Okay, we'll do it like this, then we'll have a belt on this side. Oh, this is still working? Okay, we'll let them keep working while we're doing this, but... Okay. Like that. Something like that's fine for now. And you are going to be producing green science. Okay. So we can do long arm inserters. Is this not receiving something right now? It's not receiving chips. And this is not... Oh, what the hell? Okay, is this going to start working again? Yep. Okay, cool. Can I do 2 factories worth here? Looks like it. Oh no, this is just not producing. Right. Okay, well... Okay, I'm gonna grab our science machines at this point in time, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna grab these now. I don't need to finish that. All right, these go down. And that just gets me the spacing, which is all I needed to know about here. Might end up building on top of some copper here, but not very much. Oops. Oh yeah, that's fine. It's like one little tiny bit there. I might as well actually just finish this off here. Oh, that's not even, that doesn't even count as copper. Cool. All right. Yeah, and I can definitely get another factory crammed in here with this. Just gonna grab some of these. Makes it a bit easier. And a long arm inserter here. I'm gonna regret this later when I need like way more inserters of various types. Actually, let's cut that, move this like that. Have a slightly more efficient long arm inserter there. Okay. Can this grab? No. Okay. Yeah, so green potions take a lot of resources, a lot of time to build, and a complicated supply chain, but that's fine. The reds are flowing in nicely. And our steel axe tech is going to be pretty soon. Right, let's just get rid of all that. Get this rolling again. Yeah, so it looks like things are fine so long as I don't take too many of the belts off there and transport belts. And since we've got like a load of transport belts right now, we're kind of doing okay. So this is not elegant looking at all, but you know what? I'm fine with this. Let's go ahead and pick up our coal, refill all our machines there, make sure that nothing goes too haywire for that. We're still like doing this for our coal, which is probably not ideal, but it's fine. I probably also need to get a second turbine for our generator. I'll do that in a little bit. It shouldn't run out that soon. These things are probably more at risk of running out. Yeah. Just need to get everything replaced with electric versions of themselves. Alright, and I should probably start working on steel production pretty soon, but definitely from that southern sector. Oops, I didn't refill them. Okay. Or did I? Oh, I did. I just didn't even remember I did it. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. Now what? Upgrade our energy output, I think. How are we even doing on consumption? Hopefully we haven't been consuming too much energy. Let's also chop down a couple trees while we're here, so I know we're a bit short on that. Oh yeah, we're still fine on coal. Okay. So what we need to do here is get another of the steam engines. Unfortunately, probably have to move this a little bit. Alright. Watch as our entire everything comes to a halt there. Yeah, so these are both moving a lot slower than they were previously, but that's because I think our other one was basically close to capped out in terms of how much power it was producing. Alright, cool. We've only got one stone left, we might as well stand here holding down the right mouse button for like 5 minutes or whatever. Especially while I'm trying to think, what do we need next? I could build radar and try and figure out what's going on around us a little bit, but that'll take some research. I could build one more science thing, potentially. I'm not sure if I need too many more labs. I mean, it would certainly make things faster if I did have more labs. But keeping up with them once you're using, like, multiple different types of science becomes much, much more complicated. Well, that's the whole point of the game, though, I guess, is see how well you can manage that sort of logistics nightmare that you create for yourself. Eventually you sort of get like swarms of drones and they just do everything for you without you having to worry about it. Alright, that's probably enough stone for now. I could build a drill to like extract it for me, but don't think that's that necessary. How are these guys doing in terms of how much stuff is under there? 1,000, 9,000, or 900 rather. 2.5 thousand, 1.2 thousand, okay. We've got plenty. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more lab here. Even if I can't really keep up with it all that easily. Alright, there we go. So this does contain both of them, but it's just not going to use the green ones right yet, because we're only working with red. Can't believe it takes this long to research something as basic as a friggin' steel axe, though. It's kind of weird. The thing about this is, like, the longer I make my logistics chains, like how long these belts are, the more stuff you can sort of cram into them. In terms of like how much is stored on the belts. So I'm not sure that like a compact factory is even the best idea in this game. Sometimes I feel like having a really spread out wide factory that just goes on forever is technically speaking better. But oh well. Still not sure how like these, like the biggest miracle of this game is the transport belts. Like you just have to admit it, because they don't consume any electricity, they just go forever and nothing falls off the end of them. Really just a marvel of science, honestly. Alright, so at this point in time we've got a bit more advancement. Don't really think we need automation 2 just yet. Let's get engines. Start working towards things like railways and automobiles. I don't think I've got any oil, though. Can't remember how you find oil either in this game. Alright, so now this is going to be blazing through both our greens and our other things, so hopefully we can start producing this pretty quickly, I guess, I don't know. Just gonna pull these out of there, shove them into here. Looks like we're keeping up relatively okay. I think we're gonna fall behind on greens eventually, though, if we sort of keep everything at the rate it's at. Alright, there's not a ton for me to do right now, necessarily. I think we could build ourselves a slightly nicer gun, though. Let's go ahead and get the submachine gun, I think. Or I could get the shotgun. It's quite a lot more damage if you use the shotgun, I guess. I don't know. Just gonna cap myself out on that. Let's pick up a bunch of these things here. And then we'll pick up all of these here. And I'm going to actually start building up a little bit of a steel manufactory here. Can't remember how to do this properly. How did I switch weapons? I forget. Well, that's going to be awkward. There we go, tab, right, okay. So, shotgun, I'm not actually 100% sure that that's actually a stronger weapon in this game than the submachine gun, but it seems to go through ammunition slower from looking at it. I don't really pay much attention to the weapons in this game, honestly. Alright, so, if you take what you already got here, you can take the iron plates that you've already sort of manufactured, you can turn them into steel plates. Or steel, I can't remember if it's plates or not. But you do that through these things, and it just automatically converts those into that. It takes an awful lot of excess iron, though. Not too sure what we need it for yet. Alright, how are we doing up here? It's looking good. I can take some of these extra here. Oh, these are actually getting used somehow. Oh yeah, no, I see. I think we're just barely keeping up with each of those factories and 3 science labs. It's going to be sort of slow, like if we had 10 labs or something like that, we'd be going real fast, but pretty fast. How's this keeping up? Looks like we're a little ahead on reds, which is fine. We're not terribly ahead. Okay. So yeah, our first steel bits there. I'm just gonna let them sit there. I don't really want to get too many of them. If I put a box there, we'd end up getting like tons and tons of it. But there's not, as far as I remember, too many practical applications of it just yet. Once I research heavy armor, I can use it for that, but should be fine. I'm gonna get some more shotgun shells though. Each one comes with 5, it looks like, so we'll have enough for a while, I think. Over here, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade this chain just a little bit. Apparently after all our shotgun shells, though. That's fine. I'm okay with it taking a while as well, since there's no aliens on this sector, so... Oh, I think, yeah, we're starting to fall behind on the greens. Should be okay, though. Consumption's just a tiny bit outpacing our production there. Looks like I can cram in another factory just down here, though, if I need to. And I've got enough of the, these things for that, so let's go ahead and do that. This first, though. That should be fine. There we go. Just dramatically increase our plate production there. Yeah, our power cables are turning into a huge mess, and it's pretty typical for me, honestly. There we go. And can you imagine if you had to power the conveyor belts in this game? That'd be a real nightmare. Alright, let's see if we keep up with this thing. Just watch it for a little bit here. I think we're just barely keeping... I think it's about even. Production rates here. There might be some slight difference in terms of tempo, but yeah, it's definitely a good idea to have built that last one there. Okay, cool. So we got engines potentially coming in. I'll take all this, I guess. Could build the heavy armor, I guess, and then go on an exploration thing, but I think I'd rather get a car before I started doing too much of that. Let's see here. Since we increased our consumption of these things, the amount of iron that gets through is probably reduced, but it looks like it's still going okay. Yep, everything looks like it's still ticking along nicely. The amount of, like, iron plates here, because I can't increase it, is the thing I'm really sort of worried about, this particular line. Well, I could actually probably squeeze one more down here. Depending on whether I could, yeah. So I can squeeze in a little bit more iron production. This seems fine, though. If it works, it works. Okay. So the next thing I want to make here is probably faster and more flexible furnaces. Let's start researching that. Okay, how long is this one gonna take here, I wonder? Requires 75 of each of them, so 25 per machine, 25 cycles basically. Oh yeah, we're ahead on greens now, that's perfect. Could just be from that moment that I was not working on it. You want to be a little bit ahead on these rather than a little bit behind, in my opinion. That way when something goes wrong and all your stuff turns off, you've got a little bit of leeway of it still working for a little bit longer. Although, mind you, that would tell you that everything's fine when it actually isn't, but, you know. Alright, picking these up. Just, I think the only reason I would take those is for the heavy armor. Eventually your factory can turn one hell of a maze. You basically create this sort of hellscape for yourself where you can't get out. It's kind of funny, actually. Alright, I definitely don't need to pick up more coal right now. Okay. Have I got enough for... I'm gonna get a drill and put some of that in some boxes here. Nothing too special. I don't need to have tons of stone on me or anything. I could actually build the refineries for bricks right now, I guess. Not that. Alright. So if I just drop that there, that's fine. Now, do I need the stone for anything as... well, I kind of need a little bit of stone without it being refined. Don't need that much, though. I think we'll just go straight to having a couple of the stone furnaces with it. Right. Chuck that there. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick that up. Let's just go straight to this. So these are going to turn the stone into brick, and then you can turn the brick into like walls and stuff like that, or whatever the hell. Looks like I didn't need this many unless I was... well, let's go with that. Looks like it might be one furnace per one of these drills, which is pretty impressive, honestly. Alright, well, whatever. I'm not too concerned about it. Alright. So, advanced material processing. The thing I need to probably think about is getting... Whoops. Oil. What did I shoot that at, even? Huh. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, we have 66 steel plates, and I know I need 50 for the advanced armor, so that's not anything we need to worry about just yet. I don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and build the submachine gun, I think. Alright. There's no real reason to use the pistol in this game. Wonder if I should just put it in a box somewhere and forget about it or something like that. I don't know. There we go, submachine gun. This game actually has quite a few different weapons, like, later on that you can unlock. But you still get sort of murdered, like, swarmed over and murdered in this game pretty quickly. Okay, so... yeah, what's going to happen here is, like, these are going to fill up in terms of their inventory, because I'm not going to check up on them very often, because I don't need that stuff all that often. And once that starts happening more often, then more frequently I can sort of ignore it safely. Okay, so was there any point to getting engines in terms of, like, the immediate sense there, I wonder? Ah, engine units. Cannot be crafted by hand, yeah. Okay, well... the thing about engine units is I don't think I need to have a ton of them or anything like that, so I could probably just get, like, one of them built, but I can't do anything with it yet, right? Pretty sure. Engine units are surprisingly inexpensive. That is very few resources compared to what I thought it was going to cost me. Okay, well... let's build ourselves an engine for no good reason. I think we'll just stuff it over here somewhere. It's called an engine unit, too. I don't really get it. I definitely don't need this many of them. I'm not trying to build a ton of them, but we'll just build however many this produces and can hold at a time, then take all the stuff out of there. Like, how many engine units, air quotes, do you need to build a car, for example? Like, I'm not sure it's a very common scale of measurement of stuff. I don't know. Who knows, maybe it is. So I'm just going to have this, like, engine I'm holding in my hand here in a second, and I'm going to be really wondering what the hell do I do with this thing. You know what, let's just take the one of them for now. I'm sure this is something you need for, like, cars, but who knows. I'm just going to chuck all these in here so I don't have them in my inventory. It's going to stop, like, this line from operating correctly for a long time because it's going to be just completely gummed up. I can see it already backed up to here, but that's fine. Alright. I don't think that there's anything I can do to drill for oil yet, but maybe I have to... do I have to radar for that first? I'll try building a radar. I don't really want to have one. So this takes a while to sector scan an area completely. I'm wondering if this is what you need to do to reveal oil in the current version? Because I could have sworn, like, this game had oil and that you could just see it. In the tutorial, this thing, like, invites aliens, which is not ideal. They just like come in every few moments to try and murder the shit out of your radars. So I need to go with another of these processors here. Ooh, these things are almost empty as well. Let's just grab all this. Need more copper too. I can hear some kind of weird animal off in the distance. I don't know. So we're just going to have to pick these up and move them back a little bit. It's going to be annoying, but it's not going to be really that detrimental to us. This one's got 2.5 thousand, these have got, yeah, like barely anything. They'll run out and then we'll just push them back a little bit, build up new conveyors up to the front there. Eventually we'll have sort of swept across this whole thing there and I'll need to find a new iron source completely. It's going to be really annoying. Oh, we got a sector scanned there. So, stone over there. This looks like some kind of structure to me. I don't know. I kind of want to go see what this little thing on the map is, because it looks pretty suspicious. Virtually every time I play this game, like, you go see something on the map that looks kind of like it could be interesting, ends up being just completely a waste of your time, but... Huh, yeah, just a complete bloody waste of my time. If there is a way, though, to, like, spot oil right now. Just running around with my shotgun, I guess. Well... I'm guessing once I unlock... Oh, there's some aliens down here. I'm guessing once I unlock it, that's how I figure out how to use oil and see it on the map there, and I can't probably see it on the map at all until I've done that. So it looks like a fairly small alien nest down here rather than like a really big one. But the fact that it's this surrounded by trees is going to be pretty much meaning that they're not going to attack me ever. Because trees act as a pollution sink, and they only trigger, you only trigger the aliens once you've got a lot of pollution that they can detect. So the fact that those trees are sort of there is going to stop any of that pollution from getting to them. At least that's my understanding of it anyway. I don't know why I'm taking apart these rocks. There's really not a great reason for it. Alright. Like, you can actually see I'm not producing too much pollution here. I'm doing my best, guys. You know, try not to destroy the world. Even though, like, we're building a spaceship for all that matters. Alright. Grab all those bricks there. I didn't think I've researched walls yet. How are these things doing here in terms of production? I could probably do with getting one more. Although we are consuming almost all of the water. I can just put another one through there and it'll heat that up fine. That actually has burned through a lot of fuel already. Okay, so we've managed to get advanced material processing. Type 2 automation, maybe? Could get solar energy, actually. I think I need... What do I need for this? Automation 2, yeah. Fluid wagon, oil processing, there we go. So I need automation 2 first. Do I get that or do I get solar energy? Solar energy doesn't make a ton of sense unless I get batteries, though. least not in my opinion. Built immunity equipment, exoskeleton equipment. Maybe I should just get the heavy armor first. I don't know, we're safe though. Let's go automation 2, I think. I think what we'll want to do is just do another boiler. Just keep pumping out that good old coal power electricity, which is not great, but you know, whatever. All right. Let's grab all that. Let's go ahead and chuck this in our generator, since I did notice we didn't have enough coal to completely fill it. This is sort of like the lifeblood of our operations here. If this ever runs out, I'm going to be in deep trouble. Which is why I should have this automated, but you know. Hypothetically, I could do like a chain of boxes or something like that, or I could upgrade to a steel box or something like that. I think those hold more. Alright. Is this completely gummed up yet? Almost. That's good. I feel like our electricity is going a bit up and down right now. I think we do need more production if we want to stay at peak performance. Alright. That's at 4, kind of figured. Let's just start harvesting the excess. Can zip ahead a little bit later. Alright. How long is this supposed to take here? I only need 40 more of these? Or 40 in total, I'm not too sure. Let's do a couple and see what it says after that. Oh, 40 total. Okay. And I think it's 40 of each. Yeah, I think to a certain extent we can just sort of kick back, relax, and wait for stuff to get done. I could also be building up some defenses, I guess, but... You guys empty yet? Just about. This is real close. Alright, I'm just gonna stand here, I guess, until this finishes. It's not gonna fall apart too badly once that does run out, though, so... Ooh, this is already down to 330. How did this run out so quickly? Oh, what do you know? Actually, don't we have more efficient, Aha! It still consumes burnable fuel. Weren't there ones that, I could have sworn we could get ones of these that would just, you know, not require that? Let's build one anyway, figure out how much, Are these bigger? They are not. Perfect, okay. So I don't need the more efficient ones down here, but I do need the more efficient ones. Actually, I don't need them anywhere. Cool. I will put that wherever possible. Okay, so we could do fluid handling. I could increase our efficiency, which doesn't seem to require any buildings or anything. I just have to have that. I kind of want to get this, just because it takes so bloody long to it just takes so bloody long to research anything. I wonder if that means I take less of those packs, or if it means that I still like what that exactly does, but... Okay. Let's actually grab up some more of these bricks. Well, it looks like we're not done yet, actually. Yeah. Still don't even have wall segments unlocked yet. This one's expensive, unfortunately, is the big slowdown with it, but even with that in mind, it should be fine. I wish I could, like, pickaxe the stuff that's directly underneath this stupid thing. I think this still counts as the zone, though, that it's picking at? Yeah, it does. You know what? If I did this... it would make it so that I ran through the stupid thing's ore count faster. It's only got 2 left somewhere. Alright, there we go. So we put that all the way back there. And bring that up like that. There we go. Alright, that's only got 100 something. You know what? That's fine. Gonna take all these, throw that in there. Okay. So these ones, looks like they're still going to be fine for a little bit here, just because we're not really consuming as many resources as we used to be. Since the factory's been sort of set up right now for what we've got, I just have to figure out what we're going to need for our next set of these things. Are these faster? Crafting speed 0.75. Pollution 3. These have a little bit less pollution, they're a little bit faster. So building this would probably be fine, but I kind of have everything set up in the way that means I don't really need them. Because everything's kind of working the way I want it to. Could definitely start replacing all of our stuff with that later, but... yeah, oh, that is... interesting. Okay, so I know where we're probably going to get attacked from now. Yep, there they are. Alright, we don't want to mess with that right now. But, yeah, definitely going to be the case that those guys are going to be a bit antsy about me. Unfortunately, with the way we're positioned, I'm going to have to push the defenses out past this tree line, I think, because otherwise it's going to be a little bit awkward to build anything. Well, should be fine. I guess I could just also build loads of turrets everywhere, but I'd rather not do it that way. These things I don't think are even really working. Oh no, they still are. Okay, I guess until they're full. Okay. Kind of wondering, like, which of these machines would need the most constant production before I upgraded them. Like, which ones should I upgrade first? I'm gonna take a bunch of this stuff. Probably the gear ones first would be a good idea. I don't know. I definitely don't need to upgrade... well, if I upgraded everything, I could increase the number of labs I had and increase our research rate by a little bit. So, that would be a nice thing. Okay, so if I built 2 of these for now, I think the thing is, I'm actually spending a lot on getting these first tier assembly machines. Once I've sort of got that sorted out, and put one of these down, since I'm replacing, should be fine. Okay. Because I should get back the old one in our inventory here. Okay, so I'll put that down there. And then click this again, and we'll be spending a lot less resources this time. Okay, these guys are just manufacturing reds, and I don't need those. These are just manufacturing wire, and I don't need those. These are doing conveyors. Is this out yet? It's got 5. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we got those upgraded. Definitely do chip manufacture. What are you producing? What are you even doing here? Okay. Well, that was interesting. Okay, let's grab that. Upgrade that. I probably like ruined everything by removing that or something like that. Okay. This seems to be producing fast enough. I don't need to upgrade that. I know 3 of these machines, though, are running at a higher efficiency. I don't know if that's going to mess me up later. Okay. Just trying to get rid of this deposit before I build over top of them. This is where the steel axe comes in pretty handy, so I don't have to just drop down an entire machine to just deal with this tiny amount. I wonder if there's an upgrade for the steel axe, actually. Alright, so we're 75% faster. Or 20, we're 50% faster, so I can build 1.5 more. So I could probably build 2 more of these things. Let's just start with 1 and see how that goes, though, first. Nope, 1 more. Okay, so let's upgrade our reds as well. Even though I don't really think we need to as badly. And we might as well upgrade these while we're at it. I definitely don't think we need to upgrade these, but... Alright, cool. So... yeah, all this should be working faster by about 50% faster. And these should all be working a little bit faster. And then once you get the lab research speed, that might actually increase our consumption rate, though. If that happens, then I don't want to build more science labs. If it's more efficient, though, that would be better. If it's like it requires less goes through, would be the more ideal sort of thing there. Let's see here, mining speed plus 100%. It's probably just from the steel pickaxe. Alright. So that all seems fine so far. These look like they're still working hard. Perfect. I'm hoping we don't run out of iron like too soon here. Still have thousands. Alright, we'll just get rid of this one. The ones near the edges tend to like run out a lot faster though, so it's probably not as bad as it seems. Looks like we are blazing through our resources a little bit faster than we were before. Okay. I go for more space efficiency than I go maximum coverage, because I could have moved it back a little bit more and it would have, because it's the green zone around it that shows you where it's mining, but it shouldn't matter that much. It's got 7.6 thousand here. Okay. And it's 3:30, so I think actually we're going to call this one an episode. Like I said, though, we might not continue this on very much, just because it is October, basically, and I would like to do some horror games. Big fan of horror games, so that should not come as a huge surprise to anybody. Just going to drop that in there. That's actually still full, so we're actually doing really well here. Okay, but yeah, that's going to be today's stream. Hope you found this one enjoyable, everybody. And, of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time. Let's just figure out how I turn anything off here.